It's time now for Real Estate Update. With Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, real estate is our world.
Now we're standing here face to face.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very exciting segment of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty. And with that, welcome to the show, Usha.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Usha Chandra and Australian Indian Radio.
Hey, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. And, there's lots happening out there in the market. So today, because we finished the quarter, the June quarter. So let's look at the quarterly results and take a look at what's been happening around the country on the over this quarterly auction. So let's take a look at the quarterly auction review for this quarter.
Yes, the triple whammy of weaker buyer sentiment, rate hikes and rising inflation has spread to Australia's auction market, sending clearance rates lower over the June quarter. Quarterly auction market review. The most complete auction reporting in the country shows 31,439 auctions were held in the 3 months to June, following the busiest March quarter on record when 23,748 homes went under the hammer. While auction volumes over the June 2022 quarter were the second highest record for the June quarter behind 2021, the clearance rate was substantially lower. So that shows that the auction results have gone down, and in the last June quarter, so compared to the previous quarter, the results were pretty good. So, but the June quarter we are reporting today has showed that the results have gone down, the auction results have gone down, the sales have gone down.
Well, so that's what the results are, as you mentioned before, that, we can't argue with results. Well, so that's quite an comprehensive general overview. So let's look at an overview around the country and get some key points on the market conditions in the last quarter.
Yes, looking at the overview around the country, the latest result continues to highlight tougher selling conditions as interest rates rise and consumer sentiment remains low. In the first 3 months of the year, clearance rates were held up to 70%, but just as we have seen the rate growth in value slow since peaking in early mid-2021, and same has impacted the auction market. The combined capital city clearance rate hit a record peak of 80% in March 2021 and has been gradually declining ever since. Adelaide recorded the highest clearance rate this quarter, 75%, followed by Canberra, 68%, Melbourne, 61%, Brisbane, 58%. Sydney's clearance rate for the quarter was 57%, while Tasmania 46, Perth 46 and Tasmania 41. Both came under the 50%, although auctions comprise only a very small portion of the listing campaigns in these regions. In terms of auction volumes, Melbourne was the busiest auction market with 13,818 homes were taken to auction, followed by Sydney, 11,119. Adelaide was the busiest of the small capital cities, 2,457, followed by Brisbane, 2,281, Canberra, 1,528, Perth was 211. There were just over 25 homes taken to auction across Tasmania over the June quarter. After the volume of auctions was consistently higher than a year ago, though the first 4 months of the year, the number of auctions we held have been lower compared to 2021 since the start of May. So the results are there, and so it has showed a lower, compared to the earlier this year, that the June quarter was really low.
Okay, so once again, quite a comprehensive report there, and it is good to get those numbers. Well, I know that we have touched on the volumes and the quantities. Let's quickly have a whip around the country and look at the capital cities and their percentage rates and the number of auctions held.
Yes, let's have a quick look at the Brisbane market. 58.7%, 2,281 auctions were taken throughout Brisbane. Sydney 57.2%, 11,119 auctions. Canberra 68%, 1,528 auctions. Melbourne was 61.1%, 13,818 auctions. Looking at the Adelaide market, 75%, which was really good compared to the other capital cities, 2,457 auctions. Perth was 46.4%, 211 auctions. Tasmania was 41.7%, 25 auctions. So looking at the combined capitals, 60.8%, 31,439 properties were taken to auction. So the results are, compared to other cities, Adelaide's result was the best, 75%.
Adelaide really did well out there. Looking at those, so combined capitals for the quarter, 60.8%. Well, at one stage during the peak, we were looking at about 70%, 75% plus, which is the average what they did in Adelaide, 75%. So that's wonderful results there overall, even though it is saying a little bit down 10, but it is coming to the normal market conditions. Well, right now, the highest number of auctions for the quarter across the capital suburbs. Let's take a look at all the major cities.
Yes, looking at Perth, 9, and that's Danella. Brisbane, 42%, Bulimba. Adelaide is 46%, Pathfield Gardens, and Canberra is 55%, Nunungual. Sydney is 152, Randwick, Melbourne is 255, and Reservoir.
So that's the very, very good results there. Once again, yes, sorry, thank you so much for that. Now, let's take a look at the highest clearance rate for the quarter by capital city suburbs. So let's take a look across the country.
Let's the highest clearance rate quarter by capital city suburbs. The clearance rate was calculated when there has been only at least 20 auctions. So looking at Melbourne market, 87.1%. That's McLeod. Sydney was 88.9%. That's Menai. Brisbane is 85.7%. Upper Mount Gravatt. Canberra is 85.7%. That's Holt. And Adelaide is 93.5%. And that's Ingle Farm. So looking at the results were pretty good there, percentage-wise. So Adelaide is again the best place, the highest result, actually 93.5%.
Yes, the highest result means that people had to look before. If people start acting on the results now, by the time they get into the market, it might be slightly different. It was quite interesting to note in Brisbane that Upper Mount Gravatt, results at 21 scheduled auctions and 18 sold out of that. So that's in that quarter. So that's quite good for Upper Mount Gravatt. It's become quite a popular area, especially within the migrant community as well. So right now, moving on, let's take a look at also the regional areas to see what the results have been in this quarter in the regions.
Yes, looking at the regionals, let's have a quick look at the clearance rate, June quarter. So Newcastle was 62.2%, 418 auctions were held, and 60% were, total auctions were 353, and the clearance was 83.6%. Illawarra, 53.8% was the June quarter clearance, and there was total number of auctions were 315, and clearance rate was 62.5%. Gold Coast was 48.3%, 902 properties were taken to auction, and 54.8% were was the cleared results. Sunshine Coast 47.7%, 566 properties and 51.8%. Looking at Geelong 59.1%, 427 and 55.5 was the auction results. So that's the total for the June quarter.
Looking at those of the regions, and we'll leave the regions there because there's other regions which we can go into. But right now, let's look at Brisbane, our own backyard, and look at the suburbs and how they fared in the June quarter 2022.
Yes, I'm just looking at the results on the screen. Algesta is 53.8%. 26 auctions were taken to place. Sold. Ashgrove was the second one, 56.5%, 23 auctions. And Balmoral is 52.2%, 23. Brisbane CBD City is 52.4%, 21 properties. Bulimba, as we discussed, 66.7%, quite a good result there, 42 properties. Callum Vale is another high result there, 65.6%, 32. And Camp Hill is 65.5%, 29. And Carondale is 61.3%, and 31 properties. Total auctions were taken place.
And Bulimba did quite well, 66.7%, just slightly above Callum Vale. So Callum Vile's done quite well as well, when we look at the results right here in our own backyard. Well, talking about the backyard, what's happening in the Boondall North area?
Yes, looking at the Boondall North area, the market has been a bit slow in the last few weeks. We have got a couple of new properties that have come on the market. People are very cautious. The sellers are very cautious at the moment. The expectation is the properties which are on the market, the owners' expectations is quite high, and they're not getting the results there. I've seen one property which has been listed with one of my oppositions, and that property was listed for offers over 900, because there was one across the road we sold for 974, and this was offers over 900, and it didn't get even 850. So the owner has given it to us to manage, and we got that property yesterday to market as a rental property. So that shows that the owners are not getting the price, and some of the owners are not that desperate, so they're putting their properties into rental market, which is a great time to put on the rental market. So that property will be rented for around 740, for 4 bedrooms plus a study with 2 living areas, huge entertainment area. So that one I've sold it quite a few years ago, but it has changed hands to a few people. So that's and we have got 2 new listings. One has just sold on the weekend. I had an open house, so that had 3 or 4 offers. But still, the offers were not high at all. The owner's expectation was much higher, but we sold it for 855. He was looking for maybe 875 to 900, but we suggested to the owner to take it and move on. 855 was a good price for that property. So yeah, listings are slow at the moment, as I said before. But the rental market is pretty good. We had only 2 properties, and they both are rented. One is rented for 720, another one is rented for 550. So we are still looking for new rentals and more listings to come on the market. So it's slow at the moment, but hopefully the market will pick up soon, and there will be more listings, as we have got huge database of buyers waiting. We have listed another block of land which was on the market with another agent for 649, and we have listed it on last Friday actually, and that is now offers over 580. So hopefully we are negotiating with few buyers, so hopefully we'll close the deal. So that's the result of our area, north side of Brisbane, Boondall.
And well done with that report, because looking at we looked at today's segment was basically our quarterly report. So very good to get that quarterly report, but we can't go by without having a look at Brisbane, and then of course your north side there as well. So once again, thank you very much for being on the show and sharing that valuable information with our viewers and listeners.
Thank you so much for having me on the show.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Usha Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.